have to figure out how I'm gonna do this. Can't zoom out? Well, suck my balls. Alright, I guess that'll have to work. Eh. I don't know what I do with my Bluetooth headphones. Oy. Yo. Kiki, what's up? How's it going? I'm about to start drawing. I'm just trying to get some stuff situated. Hi, Sylvia. I think we're gonna do a digital drawing because it'll probably be easier for you guys to see. And I don't feel like pulling out any paper because I want to be lazy right now. I'm doing all right. Nothing to complain about. I mean, I'm doing fine. I'll say that. Let me unlock this real quick and then I'll pull up what we're gonna draw. So, got Procreate up. But this is not what we're drawing. This is just stuff for Link. Where is my sketchbook? How's it been in the new place? Oh, I'm loving the new place. Honestly, I'm definitely loving the new place. I'm glad I am not living where I was before. Definitely being able to have my own space and do as I want has been helpful. So right now I'm just trying to figure out which illustration piece I'm gonna work on. Hold on for a second. I need to clean my camera off. It's blurry. Is it blurry? Or maybe it's just trying to focus. I don't know. Hold on for a sec. Get this out. I'm gonna cover you guys for a second just so I can clean the camera. There we go. Unfortunately, I did have to have Tiger euthanized. So I've kind of been struggling with that. That happened Saturday. Yeah. So, I mean, I knew it was coming. I mean, Tiger, she's been extremely old, and it was just her health was not in the best, was not the best, and it was just time. It was better for me to have her euthanized and continue to live in pain and being selfish because I didn't want to let her go. But it's okay. Like, I still have my moments, but you know. So honestly, there are moments where I'm feeling fine, and there are moments where, like, like I have my moments, so but it's better than having her suffer. So I know she was struggling with a lot of stuff. Like she really wasn't able to stand or really go for long walks. Pretty much our walks pretty much near the end consisted of her going outside to use the bathroom and then go get Casey. Before I get another dog, I'm gonna work on getting my finances together, and then I will at some point get another dog. But I mean, I do have Sylvia, which is the cat that I'm fostering until the other foster comes back to the States. But it's not the same, of course. Definitely not the same. So I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm gonna freaking draw, man. I think you know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to. I'm gonna work on doing a final, a more detailed image. There was this drawing I did a while ago. Let's see if I can find it in here. But it was this here. But it was a dragon shaman. I'm not sure. There we go. It was a shaman that I did, the dragon character. Is it coming up blurry for you guys, or is it just me? Because what I feel like, maybe I'm tripping. No, that's just my, there we go. But, yeah, so, I'm gonna take a while before I get another pet, but, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this illustration. This actually just was a sketch, so I want to actually turn it into an actual piece. So, yeah. I'll have another video uploaded tomorrow of some more comic work. One of my goals this month is to get the cover done and then at least get one page completed. I don't know why it's coming up blurry. I think it's also trying to focus from going from my sketchbook to my my iPad. So hopefully it'll be a little bit better. So let me see. I still need to finish this illustration that I have. I want to finish it to get it done with. Just to get it done with. That's something I'll do in a different video. These are sketches I haven't shown in any of the videos. I don't think, but they are technically now officially on my website because I finally got my website up and going again. And I'll probably slowly change stuff as it goes, but until then. So let's work on this dragon shaman. We're gonna go with USD size paper. And let me see. We're gonna check the settings real quick because I don't know what I have for the settings on this canvas. Canvas info. 8.5 by 11. 600 DPI. Okay. Cancel. I want to cancel this. I'm going to delete that. I'm gonna change the settings for this paper real quick. And it might be, I know that it might be blurry because the screen and my fingerprints. So let me do this. Hopefully this will help. and a lot of smudge marks, so my apologies. Hopefully that will help as well. So y'all don't see fingerprints and oil all over the screen. I know the website. I've had it for a while. It's just I had the coming soon page up for quite a while because I really wanted to kind of revamp it. But I finally added some like new sections on the website. Actually, let me go to let me go to my website real quick. So yeah, I actually need to upload. There's some images that I didn't upload yet to it that you guys have seen me draw through, like the new heart illustration that needs to go on there. I'll do the new heart illustration needs to go up. I'm trying to think what else needs to go up there. The new heart illustration. Let me pull out the warrior illustration. Actually, I'm gonna pull up my portfolio real quick so you guys can see. Because yeah, there's a lot missing from that website. So this dragon I'll probably put up there. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of that. But this heart image is not up there yet. This dragon is not up there yet. And this guy is not up there yet. And I'm also missing, hold on. I'm also, hold on for a sec. Freaking timer's going off. Give me a sec. All right, sorry about that. Let me see what's going on. So yeah, I have to upload the dragons and then those images, and then I still need to upload. Is it in this one? I still need to upload this. I still haven't uploaded this guy yet. I think I've uploaded this one. Have I? Yeah, actually, no. I've uploaded these. I'm sorry. I thought I didn't, but I have. So those are uploaded. This isn't uploaded. That's old. But there are definitely some images that I have not uploaded on there yet that I need to. So, but I do have a section of like sketches. I'll also have a section where I will be having like short stories that I'll be writing that I don't want to do anything with outside of just having like a short story there. I'll have some blogs going, and then I think that'll be it. Thank you. Yeah, the skull was a redo or a redraw of a 2020 image. And then I think what I want to do as well, this one needs to be uploaded as well. That one's not uploaded to the website yet, I don't think. No, it's not. And then at some point when I get the comic stuff done, like some of the pages, I'll have a section specifically for that. because I'll do like a, a preview of the comic on the website um, before I release the whole thing. So yeah, let's go ahead and I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I have in here? No, I think that's it that I want to show you guys. All right, so let's go ahead, do 8.5 by 11. We're going to work on the shaman. So I'm gonna need that sketchbook out again. I don't know what I did with it. Here it is. I'm also thinking about at some point in time, I do want to start learn how to draw videos on YouTube. And then maybe have a Discord. What made you reattach it on? Wait, what made you? I've always loved drawing, actually. Like when I say, I'm assuming you're asking what got me into drawing. But yeah, I've always been what made you really get into art and drawing. I've always loved art. Like since I was like a kid, I've always loved art. Like I'm gonna go to my custom pencil here. Even when I was in like school, we're gonna change. I'll keep it to the grayscale. Like that was like my thing. That is too light. Like when I was in I don't think this pencil is gonna work. I might. When I was in elementary school, like we would have like like the like the art craft days. That was my like my shit right there. When I got into high school, I need a bigger brush. I need bigger brushes. I don't think you guys can see what I'm drawing here. And this is going to be rough until I get some stuff going here. But yeah, I've always loved art. I think one of my first comics that I ever completed was when I was I want to say probably before that, probably before the age of 13, I completed my first comic. And it was on line paper, like college ruled line paper, I think. And it was inspired by a book. Like one of my sisters, my older sister, she had like a book, and I think it was like a math book or something. And there was this picture of this guy on a boat, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna draw this character, and he's gonna be like hunted like by a ghost on the boat. And it took up the, I think it took up the whole page or the whole piece of paper, but it was literally 2 lines, and the panels, the outside, the panels literally look like this. I'm gonna zoom in real quick, but say this is like college ruled paper, right? Actually, do it this way, on a different layer. Like, say this is like the college ruled paper. And then I'll get a different color real quick. And then like each line or each panel literally looked like this. Like, so this would be one panel, and then this would be 2 panels, and then this would be like a third. And then I would skip a line to have space, and then I would have another one here. And it's literally how the whole entire comic went. There was nothing, no composition, no nothing. It was just this guy. It was me telling a story about this guy on a boat being hunted by a ghost, and that was like the first comic I ever completed. I don't have it anymore. I don't even know if my mom has it or where it has gone since then. Uh, but like that's the first memory of a comic that I remember completing. And like I've always wanted to tell stories, like animation. I always loved cartoons. Uh, it took me a while to get into comics, because uh, like I knew of comics, um, but like, and I wanted to do comics when I was younger. But I figured at the time that the only way to get into comics at the time was through like working with like uh, what the heck is it? Like DC or Marvel, and of course YouTube was not at the time, and it was really wasn't a lot of resources on yeah, like pretty much like comic strips, right? Like comic strip layouts, which is another thing too. Like I loved comic strips. Um, like anytime I could find like used newspapers that like someone like left on a table, uh, and didn't take with them, like I would try to look for the funnies, like the Saturday funny cartoons, um, and stuff like that. Uh, so yeah, like I've always been into stuff like that. But I really wanted to create my own comics or my own stories. And originally I thought I was going to go into animation. That was what I originally wanted to go into at first. And then it wasn't until later on when I was in high school, like knowing, like starting to learn what all went into creating an animation and the amount of time and manpower and teams that the amount of people that you would need to work on animation. And I've always kind of been the solo type of person when it comes to like projects. Like if I mess up on something, like I don't like I like to be able to say that I know it's messed up because of me versus like because someone didn't do something a certain way. So when I knew comics was going or animation was going to be a larger endeavor and that it would take me years to create one story or even a half a story, because a lot of the stories that I had envisioned were huge, like epic stories, like epic adventures. Um, I started looking at other outlets, and comics just happened to be the next outlet. And I was drawn to comics because I could be literally a one man show or a one woman show, and um, there are things that I could do in comics that you can't do in either live animation or live action, right? And vice versa. There's things that can be done in live action or live animation, or not live animation, but animation that cannot be done in comics, just because of the media. And I like doing that. So yeah, I started realizing that I could actually do comics and stuff like that. And then, of course, when indie comics became more accessible, and then when like stuff like Kickstarter started coming out, and where you can have crowdfunders, and you didn't have to worry about having to pitch your stuff to a publisher and hope you would get approved. And now it's even getting better, because now the comic that I'm working on, when I release it, I think I'm going to release it traditionally. So I'm going to go to a printer. There's actually a printer in Florida that does like publishing or printing for projects. So I can send my file over to them, and they can print however many copies I request. And then I can go from there, and they're actually pretty affordable. So I don't even have to worry about even doing a Kickstarter if I don't want to. I can print a limited copy if I want, and then kind of go from there. So things just kind of seem to be getting a lot easier for solo creators or small creators, where they don't have to rely on a larger company or sell their IP, intellectual property, to another company and hope that things work out for them. So yeah, but I've always been into art. I've always loved art. This is all still sketch work here. So this is all still subject to change, and nothing is set in stone. Drawing digitally is still a learning process for me, because, to tell you the truth, I don't do too much digital drawing as much as some people might think I do. I prefer traditional, because it's easier for me to kind of see stuff. And I find it easier to switch stuff up. I know it's kind of weird, but to switch things up traditionally than digitally, but I know it's just a learning curve. I think for me, it's a mindset thing, because when I first started learning digital, I was under the impression that switching to digital would speed up my process 100%, like a lot faster, and that's not the case. It makes some things easier, like having to move things around, because I can do the selection tool versus having to completely who the fuck is that? Hold on for a second. I don't know who the fuck that is. Ignore. But I don't have to. I can literally just selection tool and move stuff around. and layers is beneficial because I don't have to worry about erasing a hole in my paper. I can just erase and do layers, so that all helps. I'm trying to compare what I've got going on in the sketch and then what I have going on here. I also should have another video up tomorrow of the comic stuff I'm working on. Work on the crotch area here, so boom, boom, boom. But it's funny. A lot of been seeing. I've been going on Kickstarter. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Kickstarter, but it's like a platform that people can go on to and do like crowdfunding for like projects that they are working to create, and that can range from like comics to like in products, stuff like that. And it's funny because honestly, I think I need to make this leg a little thinner. But it'll be covered up anyway. Right now I'm trying to get the skeleton of this pose. It doesn't have to be exact, but I want to, I think I'm going to widen the hips a little bit more. But no, I might keep the hips where they're at. I think they're fine. But I sometimes like to go on Kickstarter to see what projects other artists are working on that I might maybe try to back. And honestly, a lot of it, well, not a lot of it, but there's been certain stuff that I can see that I can clearly tell is like AI art generated, and it is frustrating as hell. Because I am not a huge fan of AI art to begin with, and then to see a lot of, I'll let them fix this stuff up here, to see a so much AI art on sites now with people promoting and wanting money for something that they really didn't create. And it's not like they're like, hey, this is just like reference type stuff. Like you're asking for money to back a project that's literally been created by AI art that you can't even copyright anymore, or can't copyright, period. What's going on here? Let me see something real quick. What the heck? I have 3 messages. What's going on? Oh no, wait, I hate that. Oh, that's cute. But I've been seeing a lot of AI art, um, and there's even a bunch of comics now that people have created that are AI created pieces or comics, and it's it's a little sad actually. There is one comic that I really wish I could back them, but honestly, I kind of already have what I want from this particular uh, creator. So I think I'm good with that one. As much as I would like it, maybe I'll see it at some point somewhere else. But I really wish I could back them. But not happening this year. Let me see. Ooh, what's this one? I don't think I've seen this one. Oh, this looks pretty cool. Oh, it's a take on. That's why it's a take on an old school comic. Okay. Okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. Uh, all right. Let me see. Let's go to newest. I don't see anything that. Oh shit. Mike Hoffman. Dude, you didn't. You definitely didn't promote this very well at all. Not at all. Um, okay. 58 days. Ugh. All right. Let's finish this working on this. Am I on the right? Yeah. So am I doing this right? And then uh, here, and then that's of course, we go. All right. I think I actually want to, I might erase this because I don't want it to be straight on. I think I want to do it to where it's like here, and then the foot is going out this way. Something like that. I need to fix this foot here because honestly, technically this would be here, and then you would have something like that. Because the big toe is on the inside, not the outside. Let's work on this top part here. So we've got the here. The sternum, the collarbone. Done anything crazy. And then the muscles, the lat muscles would go here. And then that would go search here. Honestly, I can bring this all the way down. And then you would have the scapula here part. So deltoid would go here. The scapula area here. And you would actually have the bicep somewhere around here. I'm gonna have to pull up reference to how the arm would look bent, so I can have that correct here, because the hand is going to be somewhere here, and then this is going to hand here. And maybe this will be an illustration that I'll just focus on live stream. Maybe I'll make a note of that. Boom. Just to make a note. Because I might go ahead and let me see something real quick. Descriptions is she streaming today? Video. All right. Do 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 do. Am I stuff not working? Oh no, turn the volume off. All right. View video. Do 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 do. Okay, boom. All right. So I think I'm about to pull up reference at some point, but actually this probably might actually over, because this is here, and then biceps would be here. And then like this maybe, and then here. Here we go, something like that. And then this will probably be here, and then so here, I'm sorry, erasing this here. Clear some of this up here. There we go. And then the hand will be here. Right now I'm just doing this to kind of got it as a point here later on. I can erase all this. So it's a little bit different than what I had in the original sketch, which is fine. And I think I'm going to I think this is going to end up changing at some point. Something like that. All right. Something like that. And then I'll figure this part out later, because that's going to be a little bit different. And then remember, this is a female, so something like that. There we go. Something like that. Something like that. All right, I think I might call it a day. We got the rough sketch of the um dragon shaman. And maybe on the next live we'll work on this some more. Um, I'm kind of feeling a little burnt out, honestly. I've been drawing a lot all day. Uh, so mentally, I'm burnt out. So we'll call it a day. We'll call it a day. We'll call it a day. Call it a night, and we'll do another video, maybe another live in a few days. So peace out, guys. I will talk to you guys later.